Hello everybody, my name is Rahim Pira and this video has been created for our program and practice evaluation course. This video is based on topic 5, the pragmatics of conducting and using evaluations. In this video, you will come across a literacy program designed for students with autism spectrum disorder that will make use of an evaluation process. At the end of the video, a series of 2 questions will be presented that will ask for your views. So I hope you enjoy watching the video. This video is specifically based on the process of collecting evaluative information and using the information to interpret the results. So let us consider a literacy program for students with ASD where the focus is to teach these students their everyday communication and language skills in an inclusive classroom. This program also includes other normally developing students who are student peers for students with ASD. It has been determined that the program needs to implement 2 instructional strategies. The first one is peer-mediated instructional strategy, where each student with ASD will be paired with a normally developing student. Students with ASD will receive assistance from their peers when communicating in the classroom and when completing the in-class activities. Hence, student peers can act as role models and teaching assistants for these students. The second strategy is the use of speech-generating devices when communicating with teachers and peers in the classroom. Appropriate training for using these devices is provided ahead of time by all teachers and even student peers. This diagram shows that after implementing 2 instructional strategies, an evaluation of the modified program is implemented before collecting any evaluative information. For this program, program-oriented and participant-oriented evaluation models are used. The decision to use program-oriented approach is important because in order to run this program successfully, it is critical to increase the literacy levels of all students with ASD via enhancing their communication and language skills. Thus, by enhancing their communication skills, classroom participation will be improved. Since this program is a community initiative and runs according to the wishes and goals of all stakeholders, especially parents, program sponsors, and donors, it is important to meet the goals of all stakeholders. Hence, participant-oriented approach is also used in evaluating this program. There are different groups of stakeholders in this program, and all are equally important. These stakeholders are program managers, administrators and policymakers, support staff, instructors, parents, and community donors. After successfully implementing an evaluation, data will be collected and analyzed. Data will be collected from students' records and observations from parents, instructors, and other staff. Interviews with parents and survey forms submitted by parents will also generate enough data for the modified program. Lastly, focus groups will also generate new ideas and feedback for our future recommendations. However, many people in this program keep on asking, how critical is it to involve all stakeholders when collecting evaluative data and especially when analyzing this data? One of the critics says, I certainly appreciate Mr. Smith's general support in providing us with 10 iPad-based speech-generating devices. We are also grateful to have few parents come up as volunteers and help us to set up the classrooms and organize all teaching materials. However, if initial data does not reveal much about speech-generating devices, then Mr. Smith would be very disappointed and may stop funding our program. That in turn will really upset most parents. So, I don't agree with involving all stakeholders during collection and analysis of data. We should only select few stakeholders for that purpose. But one of the proponents for involving stakeholders in this process says, most stakeholders have a vast knowledge about this program. What was its historical background? Why was it established? And what are the objectives of this community initiative? Not involving stakeholders would not only upset them, but it may defeat the purpose of data analysis. After all, the purpose of analyzing data is to have different interpretations from different groups of stakeholders. Now let's hear what the authors of our textbook say. They say, input from others is essential to interpretation. Interpretation of data analysis is not the sole province of the evaluator. The evaluator brings only one of the many pertinent perspectives to bear, and in fact is sometimes less prepared to offer insightful interpretations than others who can look at the data through fresh eyes. Stakeholders closely connected to the program have valuable knowledge and experience and can provide perspective. On the other hand, the authors of our textbook also say, but just as evaluators have biases, so do stakeholders. In acting as facilitators, evaluators must help stakeholders to be data-oriented in reaching their conclusions. So, after hearing from different people in this debate, what are your views? Should stakeholders be involved in the technical considerations of data collection and analysis when evaluating the merits or worth of the new modified program for students with ASD? And what are the strengths and risks of involving stakeholders during data collection and analysis process? I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions, and any feedback would be very appreciated. Thanks for your time.